Welcome to Inspired by Dreams with Dayana. இன்று இன்னும் ஒரு இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங்கான நபருடன் உங்களை சந்திக்க இருக்கின்றேன். இவரை பற்றி கூற போனால் இவர் பிளாக் டொராண்டோ என்ற ஒரு ப்ராஜெக்டில் ஈடுபட்டு வருகின்றார். அதாவது தனது சமுதாயத்தில் ஒரு விழிப்புணர்ச்சியை ஏற்படுத்த வேண்டும் என்று எண்ணி இந்த ப்ராஜெக்டை நடத்தி வருகின்றார். அது என்னவா இருக்கும் என்று நாங்கள் அவரிடம் சென்றே கேட்டு பார்ப்போம். Introducing Tristin to you guys. Tristin, thank you very much for being here with me today. So, I find this Black Toronto pretty cool. Could you tell us a little bit more about this project that you're working on right now?
So, Black Toronto essentially is just an art gallery project that I originally got taken off of, unfortunately, but I still seen a vision that I wanted to propel forward. So, I took it with where I wanted to go, and now it's me trying to see and showcase Black faces in Toronto that are working hard doing the thing.
So what actually prompted you to do this, and what are you trying to achieve out of this?
So what prompted me to do this project is that I was hired to do an art gallery project, and unfortunately I was taken off of it between difference of opinions. But I still had a vision of what I felt Black Toronto was. So I still wanted to tell that story. And essentially, I bought a little studio setup. I got a couple lights in here and there. And I started trying to find different people on different ages. I've done nieces and nephews. I've done old, young, just different faces of what I consider to be Black people working, living, being in Toronto. And it's now, I've done 23rd person and still look to be going forward.
So do you go take pictures of different people, and what do you exactly do with the pictures?
So for, say, I guess Black Toronto, it's more of like a specific project where I'm like objectively looking for like people of a Caribbean background and or just of a Black background that are living in Toronto, working in Toronto, taking more so portraits and headshots, preferably in black and white, and then doing not just a picture sake, but an interview, a photo interview session where it's more of a human connection. You're having a conversation with the people, kind of learning about their story and struggle, and I think every single Black person in Toronto and the world, they've got their own struggle.
Yeah. So you basically take pictures of them and then write a story about the picture that you already taken. Are you going to limit this to your community, or are you trying to open to different community as well?
Well, I think like the biggest thing with like being able to tell stories and showcase stories from, say, a Black or a Caribbean narrative, it allows it to be opened up to a broader perspective where, say, white, Black, East Indian, South African, Spanish, all different cultures, they'll be able to kind of see it in a certain light, which that's why I try to do my photography not necessarily in a professional scale, but I give it as much as I can in a professional value so that when people view it, they can appreciate it for how I appreciate it in my heart.
Okay, that's a very nice thing to do. Now, my next question is going to be, what are you trying to do? What are you trying to tell your community by doing this project? What's your vision out of this project?
I think ultimately it's more so to like bridge the gap between, say, local Toronto artists and having a community where they can strive and connect with people that they can actually get jobs, where in reality, say for me, I haven't seen that. I don't feel that it's as inclusive as it can be. So I think it's more so about telling other people's stories versus just trying to create my own success. And in doing that, you'll be able to bring a bigger light to the bigger story or the bigger picture, which is Toronto succeeding as a whole, not just say me, myself, Tristin Kennedy succeeding as one.
Okay, that's nice. So what would you want to tell the people, the viewers out there who might have the same passion as you are? What would you like to tell them in order to achieve their goals and passion in this way to maybe bring awareness in their community as well?
In terms of achieving their goals, I don't necessarily know, but what I would say is, if you're someone, say, like me, who's grown up for a long time feeling that, like, even as a young Canadian black person or a black male, I've just felt different for a long time. Haven't always felt accepted in many different groups, not just of different races, but I've even felt different and not accepted in like races of my own. I think what I would tell people is to continue to accept and believe that it's okay to be different, and it's okay to actually have a feeling of, I guess, self and a strength in that, because I don't know, insecurity can kill the cat, definitely, but we all just need to have an appreciation of ourselves and like that kind of originality that brings, because for the longest time, I'm telling you, I was one of those people that I would try to strive for the group that I was trying to fit in, as opposed to just accepting who I naturally was.
Yeah, that is very important, you know, like, so where can we see your work of this project? Where are you having all this work published?
So I mostly currently post all of my work on my Instagram, my Facebook, my Google Plus, and occasionally I'll be posting some things on YouTube.
Okay.
But I have been currently for 2019 been looking to like branch out and get my work into maybe a gallery, an actual physical gallery, because I do want people to actually be able to see it in person, in case if, say, for me as a millennial, you as a millennial, like not everyone's into the phones, right? So if they can actually see the piece, feel it, and have an emotional value for it, the same way as I would say for us, we look on Instagram and we can scroll and see it, I would definitely love that.
That's interesting. If you guys want to know his work or anything, you can definitely see below all his information where you can access and try to see his work. I personally have seen his work and they're incredible. Thank you very much. The gorgeous and the way you are putting it out there, it's beautiful, and I think a lot of people who are passionate in this field can definitely try different ways in order to approach and bring awareness in their community. And thank you, Tristin, for being here with me today and sharing your inspiring stories. And this is something different. Honestly, I haven't heard anybody taking a picture and then describing coming out of a story out of a picture. It's something different. And I thought I should bring you out here and then share your story so anybody out there can also try something like that, right? Absolutely. So guys, Black Toronto is a great project which Tristin Kennedy is working on. தன்ட சமுதாயத்திலோட விழிப்புணர்ச்சியை கொண்டு வரணும்ன்றதுக்காக வேண்டி தன்ட மக்கள் எவ்வளவு கஷ்டப்படுறார்கள் என்ற அந்த ஒரு கருத்தை ஒரு படம் பிடித்து அதன் மூலமாக ஒரு ஸ்டோரியை எழுதி ஒரு விழிப்புணர்ச்சியை கொண்டு வர முயற்சித்து கொண்டிருக்கின்றார். இந்த வீடியோ உங்களுக்கு பிடித்திருந்தால், if you guys really like this video and if you really like VJ TV, please subscribe and click that like button, and I will see you guys on my next video. Until then, ciao from Dayana.